Fingiamo un down. Non castare in giro, cosa so che mi tocca cargando.
I'm Jason Brown.
I'm Jimmy T.
And this is Skippable News, where you can skip to the part you want by going to the menu in the description below. If you're watching on Optimum Cable Channel 3, thank you very much. Unfortunately, you can't skip.
TiVo.
But this is a good episode. We have Angelica Mora from the Lone Pine Chamber of Commerce.
Donna Bird from Mule Days.
That's right. We have Inyo County Office of Education Superintendent Barry Simpson.
Gabby in Brooklyn from Bishop Union High School Girls Soccer.
And the Pie Lady, Andrea Kramer. And what else does she do, Jimmy?
Soap and real estate.
That's right. There's a lot of good things in this episode. We hope you enjoy it. We did have to bump the Bishop PD Chief. Durr, you'll be next week. We apologize. Just running out of time. Hope you're enjoying the new episodes we're putting together. I'm Jason with Laughing Parrot, Skippable News, and what other hats that I wear. And I have Angelica from the Lone Pine Chamber of Commerce with me today. Hello, Angelica.
Hola, Jason.
So you've got some new, one, thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
And you're going to become a regular guest each month.
Hopefully.
Fingers hopefully.
Fingers crossed, I'll be here every month.
Better be here every month. We got to have our Lone Pine report.
Thank you.
Talking about Lone Pine, you have some changes that are happening to one major event, and you have some other things to share with us, correct?
Of course, correct.
Because we only hung out for like an hour up in the office. And
I know. We were.
That was fun, wasn't
we
it?
talk about. Yeah, it's very fun. It's very fun to be here. It's. I don't know if there's a ghost in here because it's very cold. Where is my heater, Jim? Where is my heater?
Makeup. Anyway, tell us about these events. What's going on in Lone Pine?
Well,
one's the fishing thing, right?
One's the fishing thing. We have our annual early opener trout derby.
Okay.
You know, normally is on the first Saturday of March.
Okay.
But this year we decided to change it.
Changing it up.
Yes, because changes are good. So we decided to do it.
Our cameraman shook his head. I don't think he likes change, but go ahead. When are we changing it up to?
To April 27th, which is the last Saturday of April.
Okay.
And it's an opener, for creeks, not only to catch and release, but
catch and keep.
Catch and keep. So our anglers will be so happy about it. Yes. We want our anglers to be happy about it.
I would, absolutely.
To have a better outcome. It's a better, weather.
Hopefully.
Because it's always windy in March, and we never know. It snowed last year. We don't want this to happen again.
No.
So we decided to
bump it.
To bump it, yeah, to April. I
so
think it's
anybody that's fishing though up in these creeks are welcome to enter.
Everyone is welcome.
Exactly.
Everyone is welcome to join us for that day. It's a family oriented, we have children, we have adults, we have everybody there, and their mamas, dogs,
but they can fish.
Everyone
they
is
can
available.
fish any creek they want, and then they can come down and participate in
Yes,
the event.
definitely. Yes, we do.
Cool. How do they enter?
Is
Is there something on the website yet?
There's a register. No, the flyer is. We're gonna update our website too with the.
I jumped the gun.
I know you did.
So sorry.
You made me forget what I was gonna say.
I know.
Thank you.
I'm horrible.
Well, we do registration that day at 6 in the morning.
Oh, good God. Can they come later?
No, we start 6 in the morning, Jason.
So I have to be there by 6?
Early birds. Fishermen are early birds, so we have to be there
Some of them are.
With coffee and donuts, of course.
Okay.
Provided by the Lone Pine Chamber of Commerce.
How late can they register?
We close registration at 8 a.m.
So
approximately.
Boom and boom. Okay,
yes,
got it.
and then they go out there and do their thing.
Yeah.
And
what
at
time do they come
3
back?
o'clock, we horn that whistle. And whoop, and they have to be already there. They're fishing all clean. By the way, we do have people volunteering all the time. So if
Are you looking for volunteers?
Of course, I'm always looking for volunteers.
That's what
the
she's
Lone Pine
asking
Chamber
for.
of Commerce is always looking for volunteers, and for sponsors. Why not? We already have sponsors. We already have volunteers, but new ones are always welcome.
New ones are always welcome. So if you want to volunteer, how do they get in touch with you? 760.
876-4444.
Cool.
How is that? Easy number.
I think so.
And
What else is happening?
What else is happening? We are having our Wild Wild West Marathon.
Wow. I can't sing
Yes.
it. I can't sing it. That'd be violation of copyright.
I know,
Darn
I
it.
know, I know.
Will Smith. That's what I was thinking in my
So
head.
registration is open, and
Okay.
more news for that to come. The other thing, the other thing,
The
I
other
wanna,
other
the other
thing.
thing that
The thingy.
I can't forget about this.
Okay.
We are having our, actually we're going to be, the Lone Pine Chamber of Commerce is going to be co-hosting with our outgoing 5th District Supervisor, Matt Kingsley, for the candidate forum.
Oh.
5th District, yeah.
And I think you guys have probably the most people running in any district.
We have 5 people running for the 5th District.
Yeah, I thought that's what I heard you saying out there. You were saying like, get your popcorn and
Yeah.
you'll be putting on the pots of coffee.
Well, the Lone Pine Chamber of Commerce is going to be providing the coffee.
Okay,
You guys bring the popcorn.
you bring the popcorn.
And bring your burning questions.
Burning questions.
So yeah, it's going to be.
They can actually ask, they don't have to present them in advance. They can ask them there at that
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Definitely. Yeah. So we have. There is going to be one in Independence.
Okay,
In Independence at the American Legion.
American Legion.
The American Legion, and that's going to be on.
Oh, we're looking it up.
We're looking it-
up.
we're
Oh,
looking
no,
it up.
wrong passcode, wrong passcode.
Wrong passcode.
We're
My
looking it up.
So on the 29th of January, which is a Monday,
Right.
from 5:30, it's going to be at the American Legion Hall
Awesome.
in Independence, California, and it's going to be Wednesday, January 31st,
Okay.
and at the Stadium Hall in Lone Pine from 5 to 7.
Cool.
So everybody's welcome.
I'll remind everybody as we get closer to that on the radio
Yes.
news. I'll keep them
Thank you,
apprised
thank
of
you,
this.
thank you.
We're close to that though.
We do want, our people to be out there and, like I said, ask their burning questions.
Yeah, this is important
It's very
because you're
important.
putting somebody in office that's going to be representing you, District 5, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Angelica, for coming up.
Well, thank you for inviting me, Jason.
Yeah, we love having you, and we look forward to this being a regular segment on Skippable News. I'm Jason. This is Angelica, Lone Pine Chamber
of Commerce.
What's happening in Lone Pine?
This is Jimmy T with Donna Bird. She's from Mule Days. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me back.
My pleasure. So Mule Days is starting to, the momentum is beginning. Donna Bird's here to talk about it. So what's the most important? Last time we talked about all the stuff that Mule Days does for the community. I had no idea. You're everywhere. It's good stuff.
We are. As we spoke last time, we talked about how Mule Days has donated the bleachers to in the grandstand to the community and helping out the youth organizations that are so important to us. But it's not all about what we do for the community. It's what you, the community, have helped us accomplish. Because without your support, none of that could have been, it just couldn't happen. It couldn't happen. So the community supports Mule Days in so many ways, and we are so grateful. And we'd want to take a moment and say thank you to all the businesses that donate products to our contestant hospitality or our volunteer lunches. We serve hundreds of people lunches every single day during the event because they stand out there in the wind and the rain and
The heat and the snow.
the heat, maybe all in one day. The people deserve lunch. And so many of the local grocery stores, beverage distributors, just so many organizations and businesses donate products or give us a deep discount so that we can provide those services for our volunteers. We have businesses that are our sponsors, and that is amazing. And not only do some of these businesses just sponsor, they send their employees to volunteer or allow their volunteers to have time off to come help. And we could not be more grateful. And as a way of saying thank you, we will be handing out these lovely stickers, proud supporter of Bishop Mule Days, to businesses and people who give of themselves to help this amazing community event happen. So our goal there at the Bishop Mule Days office is to see one of these stickers in every single business window and hopefully on every single car just like our famous license plate holders
Yes.
and our bumper stickers. So if you would like to be a proud supporter of Bishop Mule Days, come see us at the office or give us a call.
And support them. From
Yes.
children to government agencies, I mean,
Oh,
everybody.
everybody, law enforcement, it helps us with the parade detours and security. Caltrans goes above and beyond their duty to help us with the parade permit. I mean, it's a huge undertaking when you shut down a state highway. And they are wonderful about working with us. Forest Service helps us with water trucks. DWP helps us with water trucks and Edison. I mean, there are just so many. We could sit here all day and talk about how great our sponsors and the community
It's
is.
amazing.
It is.
But wait, you have breaking news.
I do.
What's the breaking news?
I do. February 1st is a day that will go down in history again because RV sites and tickets go on sale February 1st at 12:01
AM.
a.m. Yes, and I will not be there to answer the phone at 12:01 a.m.
Well, how do they get tickets if you're not going to answer the phone?
Oh, we'll answer the phone when we get there at about 8 o'clock. So to purchase tickets, you can call 760-872-4263. You can email info@muledays.org, or you can go directly to the website muledays.org and place your order. Now you have those three options, and when the amazing Mule Days crew shows up at 8 a.m., we will download all the information and we will call you back and we will fill your order according to timestamp.
This is great. Timestamp as opposed to, oh, I called you last, so you get served first.
Yep, nope.
Timestamp is everything. When are you going to have your Mule Day parties? Whenever you want. So
That's true. We should all get together and stay up and hit that button at 12:01.
we'll drop the mule at 12.
Yeah, just like New
01.
Year's.
Yeah, anyway.
Well, you find a mule to drop and we'll make it happen.
So that's
Hello, this is Barry Simpson, Inyo County Superintendent of Schools, and we're here today with our Eye on Inyo Education segment. And to start, I sure would like to wish all of our school staffs, our parents, and our students a wonderful new year. We're looking forward to 24 and 25 being some great years for us in education. And we just hope that you and your family enjoy this new year and have enjoyed the holiday season. So a lot of wonderful things getting ready to get started. School is close to being back to session in all of our districts across the county. Our winter sports are in full swing, and I know that our students are looking forward to those days where they get to hit the slopes and the snowboard and ski programs. So that's an exciting time of year for all of our students. It's also a busy time for our school districts as they begin to work on their local control accountability plans. I know you've heard me talk about these before, but these are important plans as they chart the course as we try to move each of our schools and school districts forward. This is an improvement plan, and it's a plan that requires a lot of information and a lot of feedback from all of the stakeholders in our community. So I hope that all of our parents and teachers and staffs and even the community will get involved in providing some feedback to our school districts, because it's truly a community plan. If we're going to move our schools forward, it's going to take a team effort. So we hope that our parents will get involved, and the ways that they can do that is that they can look for school surveys that will come home. Please fill out those surveys. When you have an opportunity to speak with your student's teacher, we hope that you will take that opportunity to share your thoughts on what's important to you as a family. And we know that the more that we hear from you, the better services that we can provide to our students. So please take that opportunity. Along with developing these programs and this local control accountability plan, we'll also be paying attention to the state budget, which is another area that I always speak about when I'm here, because it's so important to our schools. here in a couple of weeks, our governor, Governor Newsom, will be providing his proposals for the state budget for the next year. We are optimistic about the state budget, but we know we're facing quite a budget deficit this year in the state. So all of the community agencies will be paying attention to what the governor says here coming up around the middle of January. So we'll be paying attention to that. We've been very lucky in the state of California over the last few years, enjoying very high COLAs, enjoying some new funding. And that's a possibility of there may be a slight change ahead. So we'll be keeping an eye on that, but we will continue to work closely with all of our school districts so it does not impact the classroom in any way. And we know that we will ride this out like we always have. Some other exciting news coming up for the Inyo County Office of Education. We're looking forward to a grand opening of our North Star Counseling Center. As you know, we purchased a building. It is adjacent to the school. It's about 1 block away on Edward Street, just across from Dwayne's Family Pharmacy, which allows our counselors easy access into the Bishop schools, as well as we have counselors who are deployed down to the South County. We provide teletherapy services, as well as meeting with our students and their families in that time. We know over the past few years that there's been a rise in the need of social emotional counseling with our students, and so we know this is an important effort. So that is happening on January 30th. We're very excited to finally get our counselors into that building and working hard. This building will provide up to 6 counselors that will be working full time, as well as we hope to also employ some interns, people who are working to get their hours and work on their credentials for counseling. So really excited about this major effort. In addition, the Inyo County Board of Education will be holding their March board meeting in Death Valley, which we are excited about that. We are also in the early stages of working together with the Inyo County Board of Supervisors to have a joint meeting, talk about the state of the schools, talk about other issues facing the county. So we're excited that will take place on March 12th. So we'll have more information on that later. Again, a lot of new things happening in the schools. I'll go back to those local control accountability plans. I know that my staff, Assistant Superintendent Alyssa Toomey, will be working closely with our administrators and our teachers as we provide staff development and other programs to make improvements in our schools. And so some very good things happening. And we're just looking forward to a great second semester and a great end to this next school year. So thank you. And this has been Barry Simpson, Inyo County Superintendent of Schools, with Eye on Inyo Education.
Hello, this is Jimmy T with Eye on Inyo, Bishop Bronco High School Sports. Today we have the amazing Gabby, team captain.
Yes.
And you have the amazing Brooklyn as well. And she's not the team captain, but she does a lot of stuff. So tell me about last night's game.
It was good. We won 8-0. Our team played really well. We had some good connections through our defense and midfielders and forwards.
Who's the leading scorer?
Who was our leading scorer?
I would say Ellie is one of the
Ellie.
leading ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ellie and Alyssa had a good shot.
Alyssa had a couple. Oh, Alyssa scored
She
quite
had
a bit
really
too.
good shot,
Yeah.
But you're all a team, so
Yeah.
you got a high score. It doesn't matter. There's everybody helping them get there.
Yeah.
So how did you think the game went last night?
I think it went well. We connected in all of our positions, but we just didn't connect as a whole team.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was due to the field being a mess and none of us were really connected. And we just got off break as well. So
Yes.
a
We have
little
to retrain
rusty.
everyone after break. So now you're said we're a D5 school, is that correct?
Yeah.
Now, did you play a D5 game yesterday? D5
Yes.
team?
We won't be playing anything higher until CIF.
How do you handle your away games?
I mean, go on the bus.
But you don't stay overnight. You have to go and come back, right?
yeah, in
And
one
go-
day.
And go to school.
Yep, school the next day.
That's
Yeah.
separate. Yeah. But one of the things you said is that the other teams don't quit playing, even if they're losing,
Yeah, they
we
always
should-
keep fighting.
which
I
is
think
good.
we only have a couple teams that start slowing down. You can really tell when you start to shut a specific player down. And a lot of the time it doesn't reflect full on the full team. It's just the one player that we keep shutting down over and over again.
Yes, absolutely. So how many games do you have left in the season?
We have about 9 more games.
5 more games.
Yeah.
Do you anticipate going to CAF?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably going to get bumped up like we did last year to D4. A lot of teams get bumped down from D3 to D4, so we'll probably be playing some D3 schools and D4 schools.
That's kind of bad because then you have to really step up. You haven't been playing that level all year. Well,
Right.
most of the year.
Yeah, all year.
Are you ready for that, going up against the hardcore guys?
I think it's gonna hit us in the face for the first game, and we're gonna have to really work for it. But then by the second and third, we're usually used to it at that point, and we're able to keep up with the speed of play.
Yeah,
I
get
think
over it.
we really need to focus on our practices and
Yes,
get
if
ready
we want
for
to.
that, prepare for that. Yeah, so out of 9 games, we have scored 67 goals total as a team and have only had 1 scored against us.
Wow. Now, what's the other statistic, Brooklyn?
16 girls on the 18-man roster have all scored a goal as well.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were so gracious. You came before practice today, and then you have homework afterwards. We really appreciate it, Brooklyn and Gabby. Do you have anything to say to our Bishop Union High School Broncos supporters? Come to the games?
Yeah, come to the games. Go Broncos.
Yeah. Puppies down.
Puppies down.
Yes.
Cool. So this is Gabby, the amazing KD captain, and Brooklyn. We see you at CIF.
Yeah.
Be there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Jimmy T with Eye on Inyo Broncos Sports.
I'm Jason Brown, and I have a friend of mine, Andrea Kramer Wack, right? How do you
Yes.
say it?
Yes.
Okay, because the last name is new since I've been pretty much in contact
In the last
with you,
5
so
years.
You've gotten married again.
But I do go by Andrea Kramer just for business purposes.
Right.
It's easier.
Well, she's a friend of mine, and on my Facebook post came up one of these beautiful pies. And what I found out is that Andrea bakes the pies for Good Earth Yogurt, who happens to be another friend of mine, Lindsay, and a
Oh.
client for computer
okay.
stuff.
Okay.
And I'm just curious, tell us, first let's start with what got you started baking pies?
Okay.
I heard you say before, and I'll just spoil a little bit. You said therapeutic for one.
It is therapeutic. I've been doing it over the years, but on a very minimal scale. But then one day, Lindsay, 5 years ago, needed a pie baker, and I gave her my name and number, and we talked briefly about it, but she never brought me on board.
Oh.
5 years later, she calls me up and says, can you bake our pies? And I said, yes, I can. So she wanted a sample, and I've been making them ever since.
So how often do you make the pies and deliver to Good Earth?
So it averages probably, they average about 12 pies a month.
Okay.
And they just text me and say, can you make us a peach blackberry, or can you make me an apple pie? And then I usually try to make it that day and deliver it the next day.
Okay, now do they, just out of curiosity, are pie sales higher in the winter?
Good question.
Something for Lindsay, huh?
Yeah, I think it simply kind of evens out at about 12 a month.
Okay.
And then maybe during Thanksgiving and Christmas, they might have had like a couple extra pies, but nothing
Okay.
monumental. It's just,
Well, I'm gonna make the viewers jealous. This is my little pie right here. And it's got this pie made for you. Is that your business name?
I haven't done a DBA, but that's what I put on the card.
That's what you call it. And
Yeah.
what kind of pie is
This
this?
is blackberry pie.
Ooh, I love
I
blackberry.
picked blackberries from a friend's house in
Wow.
McLaren.
Well, that concludes our interview.
And I also made cherry pie,
Oh my goodness,
share.
yes. That's one of my favorite, but
'cause you-
these are absolutely divine.
aren't they? Mhm.
Yes.
Yes. Well,
Wow.
the gentleman who gave me free reign of his garden with fruit everywhere.
Wow. So this is local fruit.
Yeah, it's local.
All the pies are local?
Except for I don't have any more fresh cherries, so I used some that I got frozen at the market, and
Okay.
it's really good. There's no
I
complaint
bet.
there.
Boy, we had a huge cherry harvest this year.
Do you have a cherry tree?
Yes.
Also, do you ever have too many?
Yes, we had too many. We actually never got to the top of
you
the
should
tree.
call me when-
I will next year. If we have a good cherry year. It just depends. Some years we get none, and some years it's overloaded.
I had a mix of 2 cherries, and I made cherry Garcia ice cream.
Oh, wow.
It was to die for.
Wow. So on top of making pies, I saw you also make soap.
I do. I've been making soap. I actually taught myself how to make it. 24 years ago, I went to the tiny little baby library they had in Mammoth,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't have the books I wanted to learn, so they had to order the soap books from another library up in Northern California. And then I just copied pages and started experimenting.
And did I see that your soaps are like vegan or?
They're vegan because I don't use any animal products.
Right.
I use coconut oil.
Okay.
And then Looney Bean's my biggest buyer. They just bought 40 bars of soap from me.
So if someone wants to buy your bars, they should go to Looney Bean?
They could go to Looney Bean, yes.
Do they buy direct?
Oh, they can buy direct from me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll tell everybody how to do that a little bit. What about pies? Can people buy those direct from you?
Yes.
All right.
I did quite a few for Thanksgiving.
I bet you did. And then on top of that, you were also a realtor.
Yes.
You want to plug your realty business just for fun?
Just for fun. I've been a realtor for 26, going on 27 years. Started in Los Angeles County and came up here 24 years ago, and to be here for 1 year to go skiing.
And that's
And I
what
never left.
kept you here.
I came up by myself.
Do you still ski?
I didn't for a number of years because I needed to get hip surgery.
Mm.
And once I did that, I went back to skiing last year. It was phenomenal.
I had to give it up.
I know,
That's
but
the
this year's
biggest,
not,
hardest thing. But
conditions aren't good this year.
no, not yet anyway. There's supposed to be some big storms coming in, but they don't seem to produce here. They're producing down south.
I know in Tahoe they're doing good.
Back to pie before we conclude everything. How long does it take you from start to finish to make a pie?
That's a good question.
Aha, I know, that's why I asked
So
it.
usually I start off by making the filling.
Okay.
That's probably the most, and making the crust is time consuming too.
And this crust is absolutely beautiful. It's
thank
wouldn't they
you.
call that a lattice?
It is, but yeah, it is a lattice.
Okay.
The longest time is when I put it in the oven to bake for an hour.
But your time.
But
I don't
my
care about
time,
the oven time.
it's probably about an hour.
Wow. Okay.
It takes some time.
So there's a lot into this. To
There
make
is a
pie.
lot into it. So is it a big money maker? It's more of a satisfaction maker.
And you said it's very therapeutic. Why do you find it therapeutic?
Well, I'm a person who likes to be busy and I likes to make things with my hands, creative. And
Mm-hmm. And it unplugs you from the rest of the world, huh?
yeah, it's a stress reliever. I just like exercises. It's just gets my mind focused on making something creative. And also it brings me happiness knowing people love my pies.
It's absolutely delicious. And so it's pies made for you, Andrea Kramer, certified master food preserver. We should have you on for that.
Huh?
I want to have the master food preservers on too. So I didn't know that's what you were. We'll have to have you back on to talk
Well,
about that.
I got certified, but I'm not with the Master Food Preserver group anymore.
Okay. All right. And then cottage food home baker. You're out of Big Pine. Is it okay to give your phone number?
Sure.
So we'll put it here too, but it's 760-937-4707, 760-937-4707. Call Andrea. She'll bake you a pie for a certain amount of money, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Or if you want soap. Yeah.
I should have brought the bars of soap in. They're in the
No,
car.
that's okay.
They're in the
I mean,
car.
it's absolutely fine. Maybe we can put a picture up behind us.
Okay.
Anything else you want to tell the viewers?
If you do want a pie, give me some notice. Don't
not the night
don't-
before or the day of.
Yeah, that would be really rough.
I have a potluck tomorrow. Would you make me a pie?
Well, see, sometimes people think I'm like the bakery where I have them all pre-made
Oh, right.
waiting to be
No,
sold.
no, these are
Each-
individually made with love just for you.
For each person, I make the pie.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm Jason Brown. This is Andrea Kramer, and we're talking pie, soap, and realty.
Nice to finally meet you, Kevin. I'm the benefactor.
Where did everybody go? Where's my wife? I shifted her.
I will find a way.